Thank you. You want these sauces? No, thank you. I appreciate it. Fly ball into left field. It's on its way. That's a grand slam. Corbin Carroll again. Fourth career grand slam. I went to the Diamondbacks game with whoops. I went to the Diamondbacks game with my cousin yesterday. The game was tied 2-2 most of the game, and then bottom of the eighth, bases are loaded. Corbin Carroll gets up and hits his first career grand slam, and I was present. And he hit it in the left. He hit it to left field home run, and I was on the left upper deck. It was an amazing game. And I saw a guy that from work that I haven't seen in 2+ years at the Diamondbacks game. And I said, "Are you surprised to see me?" He goes, "I'm very surprised to see you," because he knew I was in Ukraine, and he thought I was still in Ukraine. He didn't realize I was back in America for a short visit. He was shocked. And what's funny is, um, he didn't see me right away. I saw him. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, there's one of my former coworkers that I haven't seen in a couple of years." So I just got notified by YouTube that I played a video, which was the baseball, the Grand Slam. They're like, "You played a video." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I'm not monetized, so yeah, I played a video of a Grand Slam that I witnessed because I went to the game against the Diamondbacks and the Toronto Blue Jays in Phoenix at Chase Field, and then I showed the world the game. What's crazy is I was thinking I should get my camera out to in case he hits a Grand Slam, and then he hits his first Grand Slam ever. I was kicking myself. Are you doing good or bad? Good. Catherine Ruff says, "Are you doing good or bad?" So Catherine, Russia had a queen called Catherine the Great, and she ruled Russia for 19 years, and she was super popular. And there's a big statue of Catherine the Great on in St. Petersburg, and she's buried in St. Petersburg at the Peter and Paul Fortress Cathedral. So Peter the Great was married to a lady named Catherine, That wasn't the same lady. It was like 50 or 100 years, or maybe 75 years later, that Catherine the Great became queen. So Peter the Great was married to a lady named Catherine. In the future, I mean, Catherine's a common name in Russia. So if her name's Catherine, you could be the queen of Russia. And she put her husband in exile. Hi, I'm good. Catherine the Great put her husband, he was the king or prince or whatever. They got married. It was an arranged marriage. And then she sent her husband away and took over the country. Hmm, something like that. And man, I need my glasses. As far as I know, there's no Burger King in Russia. There's Burger King in Turkey or Poland. There's a whole bunch of them, but no one speaks English in Poland at the Burger King. That's what I came to find out on accident. So it's funny. It says, "Heads up, we've detected video in your stream belonging to someone else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked. If you plan to continue, please ensure that the content owner has added your channel to the allow list." I'm like, okay, temporarily blocked. So I'm a no-name channel. Why would they allow me? They wouldn't allow me, and they're not asking for permission. I'm not even getting paid for promoting their video. I promoted their video, but I'm not getting compensated. I'd have to be on their allow list. Kind of a joke. The world's a joke. What brand? New Harley doesn't equal Death Wapple before you buy it. What? Someone named Odin said you can determine what brand new Harley, Dodge, or Jeep will get Death Wobble before you buy it. How is that? How do you determine that? I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. What do I know? I've never bought a Jeep, Harley, or Dodge. So how do you determine that, Odin? I mean, if you can, if you're declaring that that's a fact, how do you determine? How do you check alignment? Oh my gosh. Okay, check alignment. Okay, that makes sense. That's like common knowledge to the world. One side of the caster will be all the way forward, and the other side opposite. Okay, check the caster side. I don't even know what a caster is, so I can't check the caster side. I don't own a car, so I agree that what you're saying is true, but I'm not a mechanic. Don't know what a caster is. 2 out of 3 Jeeps and Dodges are lemons. What? I believe you. Wow, that's pretty. So what should I buy? Should I buy a Corvette? I mean, really? Should I buy a Tesla? What are you trying to sell me? I'm not disagreeing with you. I totally agree with you because I don't know any better. But if 2 out of 3 Jeeps and Dodges are lemons, how can they stay in business? Wow. Any pre-Obama Toyota. Anything pre-Obama. Are you trying to say it's Obama's fault? I don't know what you're saying. Like, is Obama's fault that cars are lemons? Linda's online. Linda said that my cousin, she saw the video of my cousin driving. She said that he shouldn't be on the phone. Well, that's probably true. He probably could have got a ticket. Akbar and Barak have the same numerical value. I don't know what that means. Akbar and Barak. You're telling me something about numbers, and I just don't understand the numbers system. I'm not a mathematician. Yeah, people text on the phone while they're driving, and they call on the phone. So years ago, there was a family. They had a crosswalk across this canal in Mesa, and they pressed the button to get the green light to cross. So they're crossing. It's a little girl, a little boy, and mom and dad. I think they're on their little bicycles, like little trainer bicycles. Some soccer mom's on her flipping phone, and there's a car parked because it's a red light, and the lady goes right through it and murders the little girl in front of her brother and her mom and dad because she's on her flipping phone. So Linda's right. Don't drive with your phone on. Well, I don't own a car, so it's easy for me not to do that. Plus, I agree, you shouldn't be on your phone or texting, especially going 65 miles an hour on the freeway. Shame on Dave. Oh, it was so sad. Oh my gosh. So this soccer mom, it ruined her life. I'm sure that she murdered a little girl, but it also she ruined the little boy's life and the mom and dad. They witnessed their daughter get run over by a soccer mom. So sad. Just down the street from here, actually. I saw where it happened, and I'm like, totally preventable. The soccer mom, all she cares about is her phone. She's a selfish witch, you know. And she's in an SUV driving, the soccer van, the soccer mom mobile, runs a red light that's specifically for pedestrians and kills a little girl in front of her brother and her parents. Unbelievable. You can't text and drive and not accidentally murder somebody. She could have probably got prison like up to 21 years for manslaughter. She might lose her license. And I mean, you just ruined so many lives just from texting on the phone. You can ruin a lot of lives. Like people can die. What if she hit the whole family? What if she killed 4 people because she's texting? She's updating her Facebook status to bored while driving. People are pathetic. Pathetic people. I gotta fill up my drink. That's absolutely horrible. Oh, it's so sad. But you can't drink and drive either. So years ago, in 1996, this guy named Jose Ortega Jr. He turned 21 on his birthday and he went out and got drunk. Well, he drove home and he T-boned a car with 4 teenagers, 2 boys, 2 girls, and he killed all of them. And then he fought it. His defense attorney accused the other driver of not wearing like prescription lens glasses at the time of the accident. And and he fought it in court. So when you kill 4 people, the maximum is 21 years per person you kill. He fought it in court and he lost. He got 84 years in prison on his 21st birthday from one night of drinking. On his 20, he was legal to drink, but he wasn't legal to drink and drive. Hammered drunk, killed 4 people, got 84 years in prison in Arizona, in the state of Maricopa County, 1996. He'll never see daylight because of one night of drinking. I was the number 2 customer of the day. Usually I'm number 1, but I slept in. Number 2, so I was wearing this hat last night. Number 2 dine-in customer of the day at 8:13. They opened at 6 2 hours ago. So 2 hours in, more than 2 hours in, I'm the second customer. So I'm gonna do the survey here. Get another free one. I said to the guy, the cashier, I said, "Isn't that a great deal?" He goes, "Yeah, but nobody knows about that free Whopper thing." I said, "It's literally on the front of every receipt and on the back of every receipt multiple times." 1, 2. It literally says, "Want a free Whopper?" And then it says it again, and then it says it on the bottom. So literally, if you want a free Whopper and you don't know about it, it's on the coupon, it's on the receipt of every receipt in the whole store ever. And man, if you don't know, it's he's like, people don't know about it. It's like nobody knows. Everybody could know if they could read, I'm guessing. Hi, doing the survey. Gotta type in the survey code, whatever. Oh, restaurant number is 14670. Enzo Gabriel, say goodbye because I'm deaf, please. You're deaf? You can type goodbye. I don't know what you mean by deaf. Like, are you trolling me or something? What do you mean by deaf? He didn't give. He didn't give. Say goodbye because I'm deaf, please. He didn't give. Good. I don't. What did I not give? I was trying to do the survey. Am I allowed to do a survey? Come on, people. What's wrong with you people? Am I allowed to? Am I allowed to do the survey? Come on, people. I should have worn my clown hat today. Next time I'll try to remember. I love Burger King. What can you say? I love Taco Bell. I love Burger King. I love McDonald's. My cousin's wife said she wouldn't let her kids eat McDonald's. I'm like, me neither. Me neither. said I would never eat McDonald's. Meanwhile, I ate McDonald's for lunch. It's funny. Whenever someone says, "I would never eat McDonald's," that's when I go to McDonald's and eat it. Was a good Whopper. I did say no onions. He put onions on it, but I just took them off. It's okay. He did put extra pickles. Here's my validation code. I'm gonna write it down. He didn't give. He didn't get. There you go. I did the survey. For those who missed it, I was at Diamondbacks game last night, and this is what I witnessed. Oh, hold on. He's got his pick. Fly ball. Deep to left field. That's a slam. Corbin Carroll again. Fourth career grand slam. Well, maybe I think he said fourth career grand slam. I thought he said first, but maybe it's his fourth. But still, I got to witness it in the flesh. The crowd went crazy. It was so. There was a ton of Toronto Blue Jay fans. I'm sure they were devastated. It was a close game until the bottom of the eighth when that bases loaded grand slam. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., which is the son of Vladimir Guerrero, who played for the Montreal Expos. His son plays first base for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he I was kind of trolling on him and kind of making fun of him, but then he did an over the shoulder catch that he should have dropped, but he caught it, and then a different play, he caught the ball and he ran while the base runner was running to first. He ran and he dove and he tagged the base a moment, and he got the guy out. So Vladimir Guerrero did awesome, and then he did some other awesome play, a couple other awesome plays. He was amazing, and I was making fun of him until he did amazing. He almost like his defense was kicking butt yesterday, like last night in the game. That's the news. This one kid did a dance off with Baxter at the game. It was hilarious. That's a Bruno Mars dance, I think. It's so cool. It was so funny. That was the second dance off he did. He did one earlier in the game. It was so funny. That kid, I don't know where that kid's from, but he's good at dancing, and he was so funny. So funny. A young kid, very funny entertainer. We were laughing and laughing and laughing with that. Let's see what's in the flipping news here. What was in the news? I don't even know. I was at the game. I was put Major League Baseball score. How about that? So this is the game I went to. Down back. So it was two. It was tied 2-2 for since the sixth inning, and then the bottom of the eighth, he scored the grand slam. Toronto had 12 hits. Arizona only had 8 hits, and they won 6-2. 12 hits, and you only scored 2 runs. It's unbelievable. So it was tied 1-1 in the first. We went up 2-1 in the fifth. They tied it in the sixth, and then for 2 innings, it was scoreless until that grand slam, and then Toronto was had 3 outs in the ninth, and it was over. Unbelievable. It said there was one error on the Toronto, but I don't know what error that was. So there is another game today, but I'm not going to. But just looking at the whatever. Yeah. So let's see. So Corbin Carroll only had 1 hit in the whole game. So he got up to bat probably 3 times, maybe 4 times. Didn't get on base. Boom, hits a grand slam. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. That's impressive. It was crazy, awesome. And two of the last, so the game, it was the last inning, ninth inning, and Diamondbacks are winning 6-2. The pitcher got up and got 2 strikeouts. They got another out, but 2 of his 3 batters that he faced, strikeouts. Unbelievable. There's Sportsnet says Hoffman surrenders decisive slam in eighth as Blue Jays fall to Diamondbacks. That's what's going on. And it said AZ Central says Carroll slam seals win for Diamondbacks over Blue Jays. Yeah, and I was a witness. Someone on YouTube said Blue Jays lose 6-3 to the Diamondbacks. That was the game before though. So so the first so 2 nights ago, Diamondbacks win 6-3. Last night they won 6-2. That's the news. There you go. Toronto. And Toronto was in the World Series last year. It's a big deal. So if the Diamondbacks, if Toronto would have won the World Series, Diamondbacks just beat the World Series champs, but they didn't win last year, so they got second place out of two. Toronto Blue Jays got second place out of two in the World Series. Good job. Good job, Toronto. The Toronto fans were very loud. I was very surprised because I've never been to a Toronto Blue Jays game, but their fans were chanting defense like on two different sides. I was very surprised. I was very surprised to see so many Toronto Blue Jay fans. Like, where did they come from? Who are these people? That's the news. What else is in the news? Let me see. Mm, I'm just on Wikipedia News. Um, let's see here. In the news, two separate school shootings. What? In Siverik and Ones Oniki Kubat, Turkey, leave 12 people dead and 35 others injured. What? It's pretty sad. 12 people dead in Turkey school shooting. Some guy named Ramuls Wadangi wins the Beninese presidential election. Never heard of him. In golf, McIlroy wins the Masters tournament. I don't care about golf. The Tease-Up Party, led by Peter Magyar, wins the Hungarian parliamentary election, ending 16 years of rule by Viktor Orban's Fidesz party, I guess. And then also the news is just the Afghanistan Pakistan war, the Iran war, with Lebanon involved somehow. Maybe it's called the Lebanon war. I don't know why it says that, but the Russian Ukraine war, the Sudanese civil war, recent deaths. Some guy from Algeria, some lady was 40 years old, died she was a 40-year-old politician in Uganda, died of complications from surgery. Wow. This lady died. She was only 40 from the surgery. Never heard of her, but she looked like a normal person. It looks like she was a volleyball player. Wow, that's pretty weird. Let me see. It doesn't say. She died on April 19th following a surgical procedure. Wow. Wow. Huh. Life is short. 40 years old is so young. Wow. And then some Russian football manager for Dynamo Kirov and Khimik Zherzhny and Nizhny Novgorod. Never heard of him. Some Spanish guy died. Some American convicted murderer died. I guess he was old. I don't know how he died. But Indonesian film director, Japanese politician, Taiwanese cinematographer. Oh, he was a cinematographer for a movie called Beautiful Duckling instead of Ugly Duckling. And then some English soccer player, Gordon Liggsey, who's 79. Hungarian fencer, Olympic silver medalist, some guy named Joseph Morosi. Let's see if it shows the photo. Let's see. So there's only one photo, just an old man photo. But man, so a fencer lived to be 91. Maybe I should take up fencing. I live longer. Israel politician died. A Finnish racing driver died in a crash, a race crash. So some guy from Finland. Wow, this guy. What? This guy. He's 66 years old, race car driving, and he passed away while race car driving. Daily during the 24 hours qualifying race. So apparently the race is 24 hours somehow. 24-hour race. Jeez. That's just for the qualifying. Some India journalist named Balbir Poonj died at 76. On the 17th, some French actress named Nathalie Bay. Oh, she was in the movie Catch Me If You Can? What? Oh, wow. So she was in the Steven Spielberg movie Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio. This lady, I don't know her, but she was in that movie to Catch Me If You Can. She was born in 1948, so she died at age 77. French actress, never heard of her. But I've seen the movie, I just never heard of her. Some Andorran centurion, country's oldest woman, died at 106 years old. Some lady, this lady, she died at 106 in the country of Andorra, which I couldn't tell you where that is, but that's where it is. That's where she's from. See here. Her name was Avalina, Avalina, Basoli Baco or Baco. Some guy named Terry Bruce, 82-year-old member of the U.S. House of Representatives. Never heard of him. Nadia Fares, French actress, died at 57. Ooh, what? Hold on. Some actress died at 57. That's pretty young. No photo. No photo? Oh no, there's no photo. It's weird. Let me see if there's a French version of them. Maybe it'll show it in French. No photo. Wow. She must not have been A-lister. I don't know. Okay. Some British actor, 28, died of skin cancer. Only 28. Some British actor died of 28. Wow. This guy. He's only 28 years old. Died of skin cancer? Wow. Oh, wowzers. He just got married last year and has a 1-year-old daughter. Oh my God. It says we're absolutely heartbroken to announce that Finian passed away after a sudden decline in his health. You are the greatest husband, father, son, brother, and friend we could ask for. Wow, that's so sad. Family has thanked everybody for support during the really difficult time. He brought joy to so many. A key part of Hope Street's appeal. He brought so much to his character, PC Ryan Power, over the last 3 series. Wow. Our thoughts are with his wife and daughter, family and friends, and the cast and crew of Hope Street at this time. They described him as a much loved member of the Hope Street family. He was an absolute joy to work with, and he brought a great sense of fun to set every day and was popular with audiences as PC Ryan Power. Wow. Deepest sympathies to his wife, his daughter, and wider family and friends. Wow. And in March, he said he was entering the last stages of his life and that scans have shown that the cancer would progress rapidly in his body. Oh my gosh. Finian said that in the last month or so, he had been having quite a bit of pain in his back and hip. A cancer team admitted me to the other day for observations and do scans. Unfortunately, the scans have shown that the cancer has progressed rapidly in my body and I'm now entering the last stages of my life. I'm putting this out there as it is really difficult to tell people individually, and I hope now it's in the open, then I can enjoy the time with my amazing family and friends. Oh, he in 2023 he discovered a mole discovered by his barber during a haircut after the lockdown restriction was found to be malignant melanoma. Finian graduated from the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama in 2019 and previously played the role of Benvolio in Romeo and Juliet in the Lyric Theatre in Belfast. Oh my gosh. He also appeared in the BBC television hospital series Casualty. He also featured as Raymond in the film Housejackers, which premiered in Belfast Film Festival last year. Never heard of the guy, but man, oh my gosh, 28 years old, and his daughter's only 1 year old, and he's oh my gosh. Ooh. Then some Portuguese Olympic gymnast named Joaquim Granger died at 97. All these Olympians dying in their 90s. That's good. Well, I guess they lived healthy. So, American radio presenter named Bob Cavillon, don't know how to pronounce it, 75. Some Italian philosopher and historian of philosophy died at 88. Sergio Landucci. Some Fijian football player died at 40. What? Tuimasi Manuka. Wow. Let me see if there's a picture of him. 40 years old. Oh my God. Former national midfielder. Whoops. Oh, jeez. So it's this guy, this Fijian guy, 40 years old, dying. It didn't say how he died. Let me see if it says. Yeah, it doesn't say. Oh my gosh. Doesn't say how he died. I mean, let's see. Maybe it does it in a bit. Oh, yeah, cancer. Oh my gosh. 40 years old. Jeez Louise. And then some guy named David McKinley, former U.S. House of Representative from 2011 to or 2011 to 2023. So 12 years. He was a politician, 79 years old. Never heard of him. Ian Pinard, Dominican politician. He died at 54. That's about close to my age. Wow. No photo? Oh, see if there's a photo. Oh, this guy. So he's 54 years old, former government minister. This guy, 54 years old, died. Let's see if it says in English how he died. It's from during the death marks the end of a public career. He's banned. Oh, hold on. 54 years old. He passed away at his home during the early hours of April 17th. It doesn't say how he died. He's only 54. Jeez Louise. 54 years old. Um, Brazilian Hall of Fame basketball player Oscar Schmidt died. He played on the national team of Brazil. Let's see how tall he was. 6'9". Power forward. This guy. Brazil team. That's 68 years old. That seems kind of young. Australian race driver. The Bathurst 500 winner. I've been to Bathurst. So this guy, let me see. Um, I've actually been on that track, but he won. His name's Barry Seaton. Let's see if it shows a photo of him somehow. Bathurst. Let's see. I'll go back. Barry Bo Seaton. Died at age 89. Maybe it's the old guy on the end. He was 89. So his nickname was Bo, but his name was Barry, Australian. He won the he was the Bathurst 500 in 1965. So 9 years before I was born. So like 60 years ago or 61 years ago, he won the Bathurst 500. I lived to be 89. That's pretty good. Some guy named Garrett Anderson who played. He was a World Series champion for the LA Angels in 2002. I don't know who this guy is. Garrett Anderson. I should know him, but I don't recognize him. He was born in 72, so he's only 2 years older than me. He's 53. He's oh my gosh. What month was he born? Wow, he's barely 2 years older than me. Slightly less than 2 years older than me. He died of a heart attack. Oh my gosh. Laura Balbo lived to be 92, Italian politician, minister of equal opportunities. Never heard of her. Miguel Canto, Mexican Hall of Fame boxer. Wow. He died. He was a WBC flyweight champion, Miguel Canto. He was born in 1948. This dude. Tony Clark, Baron Clark of Stone, some British lawyer, judge, and life peer member of the House of Lords. Jennifer died at 82, never heard of him. Some girl named Barbara Flynn Curry, American politician, Illinois House of Representatives. I'm not a big fan of politicians, so pretty much don't care. Some American dentist was shot and killed. A girl? What? Oh my gosh. So this is what? In Virginia, this guy committed, he he killed his wife and then he killed himself. And this was she was, let's see how she's younger than me. She's 49. This girl. Wow. So what was he was the lieutenant governor of Virginia killed this lady and then killed himself. And she was a dentist. Wow. Wow. And they have two kids. Oh my gosh. Oh, they were married in 2006, but they've been separated for 2 years. So wow. In early 2026, the husband accused the wife of assault, but the security cameras showed the authorities that no assaults have been taking place. So here's this fragile girl. She's a dentist. She allegedly assaults the husband. Then he kills her and then kills himself. He's an idiot. Totally idiot. Hmm. They were both found dead in a parent, you know, in their home. He shot her multiple times. Wow. The two children were at home at the time of the killing, and the son called the authorities. Wow. They were in the process of divorcing, but were living together at the time of death. Wow. But they were still living together during the separation, divorce, and planning. Court documents obtained by Washington, D.C. revealed that Justin had been ordered to move out of their home by the end of April 26th, but the judge also ordering him to be fined $300 for each day he continued not to comply with the orders and compensate his wife for money he owed her. Justin was also confirmed to have lost custody of his children as well. Wow. Whew. This is what he looked like. That's the guy. That's the husband. Ooh. So in 2019, he faced sexual assault allegations from two from back in 2000 and 2004. Wow. Legal issues. His death confirmed. Blah, blah, blah. She had filed for divorce in July 2025. During the process of divorce at the time of the deaths. Amid a period of marital strife, Fairfax accused Serena of assault, whatever. Oh, yeah. So she is. Serena accused him of being an alcoholic and not contributing to his share of expenses such as child support, private school tuition, what? And their mortgage. Though they were still living together during their separation, divorce planning, and geez, please, I didn't hear about that. Some abstract painter lived to be 82. I never heard of him. Definitely never heard of him. Some Japanese soccer player, Kazuo Imanishi, died at 85 from pneumonia. He was the manager of the soccer team called what is it called? Mazda. Manager of the Mazda soccer team. Some American women's basketball coach, Jim Javier, died at 63. Oh, that's young. He was the he was the women's basketball coach of Marquette University. Some Pakistani philosopher named Raza Kazim died at 96. No photo. Don't know what it looks like. English broadcaster and radio DJ. I think Churchill died cancer at 66. Some British tennis player named Billy Knight. No photo. Died at 90. Some Ukrainian-born Austrian pianist Oleg Meisenberg died at 80. No photo, but he was born in Odessa, Ukraine. No. Some Austrian soccer player died at 48 in traffic. He was a football player for Arsenal. What? This guy's 48. Oh my God. Oh, he's the goalkeeper. Wow, this guy died in a car accident. He played for Arsenal. I don't know what that means, but he played for the national Austrian team. Where was he born? He was born in Salzburg. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. Population of 156,000. I don't know if that's good or bad. Hmm. At about 8:40 on April 16th, the manager was alone driving a car that was struck by a passenger train. He was hit by a train. He survived the impact but died of his injuries soon after the premise. Oh my gosh. Don't how do you get hit by a train, man? It's just like if you can you not see the train? Some Irish thoroughbred racehorse named Noble Yeats died of euthanasia. Some Czech actor Jan Potmasil died at 60. He doesn't say why. Some lady from India, sports administrator, president of World Squash, named she died at 77, named Narayana Ramachandran. Some Slovenian diplomat, chancellor of Order of Holy Sepulchre, Slovenian diplomat, chancellor. Died at 86. Some American Hall of Fame songwriter. Don Schlitz, he wrote The Gambler, Forever and Ever, Amen, and When You Say Nothing at All. Wow. He died at 73. He wrote those. I know all those songs. Never heard him. He was born in North Carolina, died in Tennessee. Nashville. Wow. Some 80-year-old Jamaican reggae singer, Ernie Smith, died. 80 years old, born in 1945. Wow. Reggae. He was born in Kingston, died in Miami, Florida. Wow. He died on April 16th. Wow. Hmm. That is the news. That is the news. Die in a traffic accident, get hit by a train. Are you kidding me? Why are you getting hit by a train when you see the train? Oh my gosh. I don't see how people get. Maybe he was gambling or maybe he was drunk. I don't know why he get hit by a train. People get hit by a train.